Hi, welcome down to Devon Koi Pond on a not so bright sunny morning. We've had a little bit of sunshine this morning, it's glimpsing through. We've got a little bit of solar power coming in, and a few things to do down here, a couple of things to look at, bit of fixing to do, but it's mainly just to clean. We've had an appalling week after last week's storms. The weather's been terrible this week, it had rain most days, not a good week to be off on holiday. I haven't been able to do virtually anything outside. I haven't felt like doing anything, it's been cold as well. But down here today I'm just going to give the filters a clean, and I've developed a bit of a leak as well. But I have to make some bits when I'm back at school next week just to sort out. I'll show you that in a minute. We'll have a quick look over the fish. I'm just going to give the filters a clean. No need for me to show you that, you've seen it all before. But I'll give you a look over the fish. So they're all seeming pretty happy. Always like to have the covers off for a bit. I've been womping through the wheat germ while I've been home on holiday, and feeding them daily, and taking it, and really enjoying it. I use the NT Labs Medicoi wheat germ and garlic, and I've used that for the last 2 or 3 years. Somebody asked the other day, they seem quite happy on it. So a quick look at the pond temperature. And we're over 10 degrees today, 10.2. So quite happy at that. So this is the little problem I have. The two moving beds here. I've got a plastic ring on where I extended the tanks to bring them up a bit in height, because if I run too fast they would overfill. Oh, and then I was to put 20,000 litres for it. For the plastic rings that I've added onto the top, it wasn't a UV stable plastic, and it's starting to fall apart, and I just cut the rings, put them in around the top, and hot glued them around the edge, and then went over with a seal of silicone, which is fine for, well, been on there over 12 months now, but they've started to dribble from around the edges, so I've got to make 2 new plastic rings just to extend the height of these tanks here. Next week when I'm back at school, look in the first easy pod here, you can see the flow from the skimmer coming in the side there. So the first pod here actually only takes water from the bottom drain. That goes through, then on the end here it's got the skimmer line coming into it as well. That's how that's set at the moment, and they're both running at about 6,000, so I've got about 12,000 litres going through it at the moment. Now we can see we've collected some dirt on top of the chamber here of the answer. The blades are still spinning round. The brushes are looking a bit dirty in the bottom, so that'll get a clean out as well this morning. That seems to be working very well, and as long as the dirt's settling on top of it, settling on everything in there, not going through the screen, I'm more than happy about that. Everything's looking fairly good. It's a bit chilly down here this week. The breeze is getting up, so I won't have the covers open for too long, or they'll be flapping and breaking in the wind. You can see on the chag there, the carp box spot on that one's tail. That one's got a little bit. The orph are quite lively. They're usually the quickest thing in the pond here. A little bit of dirt settling on the bottom, so I might give it a brush as well. All in all, they're looking quite happy. Just need some warmer water. There's another baby with a little bit of carp box on its tail. Yeah. Seems quite common amongst koi fish these days. Should hopefully clear up as soon as the water temperature gets on the up. Yeah, so make 2 plastic collars for those next week. I'll get a chance to make them in the week, no doubt, and make them out of a different sort of plastic. I'll probably put them on the same way, to be honest. I don't fancy getting in around there with the hot welder, but I'll make a better job with the hot glue. I've got a couple of hot glue guns. I've got a higher temperature one with a lot firmer glue. I'll give that a whirl on it. So, I'll leave it filming some footage a minute, which I'll chuck on the beginning and the end. The fish. They seem most happy. They know spring's coming. We know spring's coming. All we've got to do is get it to arrive. So, not up to a lot this week. Actually, I've had quite a good week's holiday. I managed to catch up on a few things on the computer and a few jobs I had to fix in the workshop, which were nothing to do with koi pond. My lathe was broke. Managed to fix that one. Hopefully Easter, we'll be looking at out playing around with the pond more. But I'll be making up those plastic bits this week, and I'll fit them next week. I'll video that if it's a good enough day, so you can see more of what I was on about with that. But from down here in Devon, where the sun's trying to come out, bit of milky stuff. We'll catch you all next week in another video. Bye for now, enjoy your ponding.